Hey y'all, this is Nina Stevens, and I'm in the South where sushi is still called baked. So, what am I doing today? I'm making Southern style cast iron old-fashioned cornbread. I'm going to show you how I make it, and I'm also going to try, I have a new toy. I'm going to make the Southern style cornbread, cast iron cornbread, the conventional way in my oven, but I'm also going to make a small pone of cornbread in a cast iron skillet, but I'm going to be using my wood stove to do that. I got a oven, and I'll show you that in just a second, but I want to make the Southern style cornbread in a cast iron skillet in that on my wood stove. You know, we're in a deep freeze at the moment, and I still have power, but what if I didn't have power? Would I be able to make cornbread if I didn't have power? That's my question. And I like to challenge myself to learn how to do things unconventionally. You know, just a little. Yeah. So I think it's a good thing to practice these little things. I'll call them ways, little ways. We are in a deep freeze. Today is January the 1st, 2018. Woohoo! Happy New Year. Okay, everybody take note. 17 days is my birthday. I'm going to be 25 years old. Holy cow. Not quite. So let me show you what I got for my wood stove. I think it's awesome. So this is what I got myself. It is a Coleman camp oven, and I'm going to use this on my wood stove to see if I can make Southern style cast iron cornbread in this camp oven. I know you can make cornbread on top of the wood stove because I've done that before. I have one outside, and I built a fire in it. This was last winter. I built a fire in it, put my cornbread in a cast iron skillet and set it on top and cooked it that way. So I know that can be done, and I know how to do that. That's the key. You can watch all the videos that you want. You can watch 1,000 videos. I'm just saying. There are people that watch lots and lots of videos. But if you don't put your hands in it and do it, when it comes time to do it, it may or it may not work. That is my pet peeve. You know, oh, you can do, I read this book. Okay. Keep reading. I'm going to put my hands in it and do it. I think it's important. You can talk about it. You can write about it. Read about it. Do it. Do it, people. Just do it. It's fun. To me, it's fun. I know I have issues. To me, it's fun to figure out, if the power was off, like I said, I still have power today. There's no water running on this place because the temperature is 20 degrees. But that's okay. I have water drawn up. But if the power was off, and today is January the 1st, would I be able to make Southern style cast iron old-fashioned cornbread in this camp oven? Okay? That's my point. So, it's almost at 200 degrees, and I put aluminum foil on the outside of it to kind of keep the heat in. And inside, I have my little, yeah, it's hot in there. I have my little cast iron skillet. With oil in the skillet. So, and my winter attire is sweats. This is the best thing. So I have my camp oven on there. It's almost at 200 degrees. And inside, I have my little cast iron. And if you see, I have some oil in that cast iron skillet. The oil in the cast iron skillet is key. To me, I've always made Southern style cornbread with oil in the skillet, and it gives the cornbread a crispy crust on the outside, which I love. Look at me. I love cornbread. Okay, so let me show you what I use and how I'm going to make the big pone of cornbread in the oven, and the little one for in here. Okay, so this is how I make my Southern style cornbread in the cast iron. Alright, this is the flour that I use here in the South. Martha White self-rising flour. I've got a cup of that in this bowl right here. This is the cornmeal that I use. It is cornmeal mix. It is self-rising cornmeal mix, which is a mix of flour and cornmeal. It is yellow. To me, it is key. This is all my opinion, mind you. Cornmeal must be yellow. So, I've got 1 cup of the cornmeal mix in this bowl. I have 1 egg. These are my girls. My girls were so kind as to keep laying. So I have an egg. 1 egg. And I've mentioned this before on other videos, but when I use my eggs fresh, I always crack them in something before I put them in my food. That way, if there's anything in the egg that I don't want, it's not already in the food. I don't crack it directly into the food. I crack it into something. A cup, a bowl, whatever. So I've got 1 egg. Alright. Then I've got whole milk. I'm going to start with a 1/2 cup to begin with. And I know that's not going to be enough, but it's hard to measure the milk for Southern style cornbread. I never measure. Just mix it up. And I'm going to add some more because it's not how I need it. It's not how I need it. And I will show you what it looks like in just a second. Let me get this mixed up. There is another version of cornbread that I have seen, Now, when I was in South Louisiana, when my husband was alive, I never heard of hot water cornbread. I've never heard of hot water cornbread until I came to North Louisiana. And the reason I came to North Louisiana after my husband died was for my job. So my mom lives, you know, down south. Alright, let me show you what this looks like. That's what this looks like. My mom lives down south. Well, when my husband was alive, after my husband died, my job brought me to North Louisiana. So that's how I ended up in North Louisiana. Okay, this is a very serious topic. Very serious. The one thing that you see that is missing from my ingredients is sugar. Southern style cornbread is not sweet. Cornbread can be made sweet. It's not Southern style cornbread. Yeah, there's no sugar in my cornbread. Ever. Ever, ever. Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright. Bring you over here to my skillet. Alright. So I have my cast iron El Skeleto here. And I'm getting it hot before it goes into the oven. I've got the oven set on 375. And this should only take a few minutes because I had it on kind of a medium temperature. But I'm going to jack it on up to get it hot. Yep. Till I see it start rippling. I'm wondering, is there a way you can see that? Let me bring you right here and I'm going to show you what I'm looking for. I think you can see that reflection. The reflection of that oil in the light. You see how it's doing all that dancing? That's dancing oil. You see? Can you see that? Can you see the ripples? That's dancing oil. That's how I like to put my cornmeal mixture in my skillet when the oil is dancing. And it's kind of thickened up a little bit. Can you see that? Yeah. Good stuff. You hear that sizzle? That oil will come up around the edges. And as it cooks, it will absorb into the cornbread. So I'm going to put this in the oven. All right. So in this little one, I've got a 1/2 cup of flour, a 1/2 cup of cornmeal, an egg, and I'm going to use some milk to get it to the right consistency. And this is for the little one that I'm going to put in the camp oven. Put my egg in there. And some milk. The reason I scrape the side of the bowl is to get all the dry ingredients off the side of the bowl. I know it's noisy, sorry. Okay. It's ready to go. It'll thicken up just a little bit as it sits. This is not hot water cornbread. Can I say, this is not hot water cornbread. Yeah. Hot water cornbread, to me, is an abomination. Yeah. I don't know, and it's kind of like alligator, you know. I've had people tell me, oh, no, hot water cornbread is the best. Okay. You have all you want of it. It's kind of like alligator. You know, I've tried alligator in my life. It was so bad. I was like, I don't want no more of that. Somebody said, well, it's the way it was cooked. You know, because it's scrumptious. It's delicious. You have it. I'm going to stick with my cornbread. Just my opinion, mind you. And everybody knows that I have an opinion. So, I'm going to put this in the little skillet in the camp oven, and we're going to cook it over there, and I'll bring you back as we go and see how it does, because I'm curious, you know, I'm curious to know. I like experimenting and scenarioing, and you know, the power's off. What we're going to do? We need cornbread. Well, we're finna get some. So I'll bring you back as it goes, and you know, let you get an update of it. But I think it's good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody needs to practice, 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 practice. Anyway, I'll bring you back. Thanks for coming along. So I took the cornbread out of the oven here, and this is what it looks like. And whenever I take cornbread out of the oven, I always flip it, because I don't want my crust to get soggy. And if you flip it as soon as you take it out of the oven, it stays crispy. I like crispiness. Anyway, the cornbread that's in the camp oven is not ready yet. I did check on it, but it's not ready. So I'm going to bring you back on that, and we'll see how that one turns out. Fun stuff. So we're going to check and see where I'm at on the cornbread that's in the camp oven. Let's see what's going on with it. Hot. This is what it looks like. It's not, it's done, but it's not brown on the top. So,
Gotta come in.
I'm going to set this off. And I'm going to put this, it just needs to be browned just a little bit more. So I'm going to set it directly on top of the wood stove and see if I can get it browner on top. Brown on the bottom, so that's a good thing. But I like it to be brown on the top. So, I'm going to let it cook this way just a few minutes. And I'll bring you back. Alright, so it only took just a few minutes to get it brown on the top side. And it's perfectly brown on the bottom. So, I'm excited. I made cornbread with no butane, no propane, no electricity, with my camp oven on my wood stove. And that's a good, valuable skill to know. My cornbread turned out good. I'm excited. So that's it from me. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hey y'all. Callie and I appreciate you watching our video. Yes we do. We've got some more you may want to see. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thanks. And until next time, we'll see you later. No.